mental health is typically about trying to find the right balance between being myself and then what others see me to be. Ignorance is ignorance is not bliss. We think it's bliss, but then when it starts to pile up, you quickly find out that it's really not bliss. One thing I've learned over the years is that people have a problem with listening. They choose to hear what they want to hear, and then everything else is
I see ADB nodding.
yeah. So it's as horrible as this sounds, women have to find a way to listen. So
One issue from the surface. You have to deal with it from the roots, and the root is how we raise boys. Because it's and this is one of my favorite quotes. Maybe I won't get it. It's by Kevin Amos, and then he does amazing stuff on men's health and everything. He's mostly on CTF, and says it is better to raise a boy than to mend a broken man. Right? It is better to raise a boy than to mend a broken man. Emotion is not a woman thing. It's a human thing. Every human being has emotions.
And it's true that all men are drinking their sorrows away. And what about those who are not drinking? Like, what are the
they are
real?
doing something else. There's always a bias.
Hi, it's ADB from the Suits, Just and Hustle podcast. We just wanted to say a big thank you to you for tuning in into our first episode. Continue watching all our subsequent episodes on all of our channels. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. We also want to hear from you, and so do send your letters to kasahongh@gmail.com. Let's get into this episode.
Male suicide is a serious issue worldwide. According to WHO, in 2019 alone, approximately 800,000 people successfully completed a suicide attempt. No longer attempt, they died. That's 75% of men were male, 75%. What makes it more alarming is globally, the male to female suicide ratio is 3.5 to 1. That means for every 7 men that commit suicide, only 2 women also do same. In Ghana, according to the Ghana Health Service, it's 2.5 to 1. That's for every 5 male suicides, there are 2 female suicides. And there are many common methods: hanging, poisoning, firearms. If you or someone you know is struggling with suicide, there's a Ghana Health Service number, and reach out to us in the chat. Let's get some help. That's another reason why we're here today, to talk about men's mental health, especially in the corporate workspace. Hi, I'm Ofosua, and I'm joined by...
It's ADB, and we are back again.
We're back again. Thankfully, today we're also joined by...
Maxwell, Joseph Maxwell here.
It's nice to have you. Maxwell, please tell us a bit about yourself. I mean, Suits Jason has to talk about work. So tell us how long you've been working, and why on earth is this topic important to you? Hey, guess what, guys? He's a men's mental health advocate. If you don't know, we've said it. Please tell us more about yourself.
So I've been working around 9 years now, mostly in the space of tech, information security, and a little bit of business. I move around too many times. So I think for me, mental health is typically about trying to find the right balance between being myself and then what others see me to be. So you find out that a lot of guys out there have like 2 faces. The one we show everybody, where everybody knows that, oh, you are the strong guy, we are happy, we are bubbly, everything is going on good. Then we have the one that when we sit down in the middle of the night, or when we wake up in the middle of the night, we go like, is tomorrow going to be okay? Everything going to be fine? Am I going to find the next thing for the family? And what is going to happen to me like a few years down the line? So for me, I think being a man is key for me, because again, I think like I've mentioned this to you before, that I sometimes do struggle with it too. So it's good for me to be able to understand what my capacity is, my limitations are, know myself better, then I'll be able to know how to help other people out there.
It's interesting that you say this because there's a lot of pressure, there's also expectations on guys to show up, perform,
Yeah.
provide for the family. If you don't have family, provide for the auntie, provide for the mother, like provide for the dad, provide for everybody. Like literally, like men are providers, but then there's also the silence around when men are really struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole bare minsu thing is literally still exists, you know.
Mhm.
Maybe it's softer now, but still, I mean, you
Yeah,
just can't
I
get
mean-
up. Even when I watch a movie, you can't cry. Like, what is that? So we are here to understand better, also be compassionate in ways that is useful. It's
Yeah.
nice to have you here, so we
Yeah.
don't just assume for the guys, and then also get real solutions. So tell us a bit more about your own experience, and then I'll let AD come in.
So I think experience-wise, there's just been quite a number of things that happen across board that you find out that sometimes you just overlook it. You will think, oh, this is just a normal thing that's happening. We are coming to the end of the year. We are all tired. I've not gone on leave, which is a very bad habit of mine. So please, people should go on leave.
This meeting
Men
is being
especially go on leave. So I mean, you just feel that overall tiredness, and then you tend to lean to the fact that you think, oh, it's just normal. It's just one of those things that happen. So, and then you don't take active steps towards trying to really understand what the problem is. And ignorance is not bliss. We think it's bliss, but then when it starts to pile up, you quickly find out that it's really not bliss. And for me, it's a whole number of things. And one key thing for me was the birth of my daughter. Long story short, and in summary, I had a very stressful time trying to navigate being like you're saying, being a provider for my family and being the work person, virtually at the cost of being myself.
Wait, a bit about the birth. I know you're trying to keep it short. A bit about the birth. What made it so stressful? Everybody knows stress. Like, what made yours so special? Like,
what made it special was the fact that I thought everything was going to go well.
okay.
I convinced myself everything was going to go well. Again, that's why I say ignorance is not bliss. Because I do remember a number of times she goes like, my feet are swollen. Is it okay? And I'm like, you too. It's normal. Childbirth too. Is it your first child? Did you get it? So, and there's this. I think maybe you know about this preeclampsia.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So
Wow.
that was what happened to her. So we go in for a checkup one day, and the doctor goes like, you're sitting here until the baby comes. And this was like 7 months into the pregnancy, not even 9 months.
Okay, that's context.
Yeah. So it just sort of it went downhill from there. Like she's not well. She needs medication. And the most annoying part about this whole thing, and Yahoo Hospital Airport, please, this one just for you. The annoying thing is it gets to they forget to give her meds on one of the days. So the doctor comes back and goes like, has she got her meds? They're like, no. It's like, you can tell her BP is spiking. What are people doing about it? Then they start running around. So you're going to have to threaten the nurse that, look, if anything happens, she and I will just go down. And she was like shocked.
Wait, in all this you were picking yourself up and going to corporate work as well?
I still have to go to her and come back every single time. So imagine going to work and at the back of your head, they're thinking, wait, I have somebody in the hospital who is like in danger, who could be dying. And I think, and at that time, maybe this is one thing that I've never mentioned. My boss at the time, I've even forgotten her name. Really, really cool woman, a Nigerian woman. I remember one day I couldn't go to work, and she goes like, "Why are you not here?" And I'm like, "Okay, I've not told you this, but my wife's at the hospital, and I keep having to go in and out." She's like, "I should have told her this a long time ago. I should just that day I should not come in. I should just stay with her."
Wow. So literally nobody. You were being like the tough guy.
Like nobody knew that was there. The whole thing about pregnancy, you really don't want people to hear about it, and we have all these superstitions and everything. So nobody really knew, right? So it gets to the point where the doctor goes, "Okay, look, no, we have to do a surgery and take the baby out because where it's going is not good." And they go like, "Oh, do you know that the is it defibrillator, whatever that they have, the NICU machines that they have, it's not working?" I'm like, "You waited until now to tell me this?" So like this whole time, like And I think for me, what was manifesting was I was like really angry. Like when anybody talks, I snap. Like I just snap.
Even at work.
Even at work, it was that that bad.
Mm.
And for this was key because typical Ghanaian system, you're like, okay, your machines are not making. I'm like, okay, fine. I've called Kolebu. I have somebody at Kolebu. Get me an ambulance to go. They're like, oh no, you have to sign it. You have to sign it. I'm like, see, if she dies, you and I will all die here. And I remember that nurse's face. She was so spooked. She just goes running, crying to one of the doctors.
Oh.
The next minute, I see them like rushing.
You were having like a good meltdown. Like
it was crazy.
I mean, there was context to it, but literally all this was going. Wow. So when did you like wake up on that? Like,
the waking up probably happened, I would say, like a month or two after her birth, because what happened was we got to Kolebu. They told me, and I remember vividly. One doctor goes like, "Does she have a will?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Well, at some point you have to decide whether you want the baby or the mother." I'm like, "Okay, no problem. You at this point in time, all I know is you wanted medication there, so let's go." And I'm walking like in Kolebu because of the way Kolebu is. You can't really drive around, so it's like everything that they need, I have to walk. Walk and I'm going to come. Walk and I'm going to come. They need blood. I have to. So at the point where I had to give my own blood out. By the way, I'm O negative, so if any of you want blood, come and see me.
Universal donor, guys. Universal donor. Wow.
So I think, and the whole birth thing happened. The mother is not. I think she was out for about a day or two. Yeah, the baby is also in NICU, so like you're taking care of this person, take care of that person. So the whole waking up thing actually happens when you come home, because now I think she's staying in the hospital for about 2 or 3 more weeks. So now when you come home and then you have your family around you, then you get to, and now it becomes too much because like you're sort of downloading all of those emotions from all of those time in your life and trying to make sense of it at that period. So yeah, I would say that's where the waking up period was, and it was not nice because now I'm like, please, people should come and thank me also. I've done a very good job, but everybody goes like, oh baby, you know. So
I actually felt I was the only one who felt, because when my daughter was born, it was so annoying. People would come and go like, "Hi, where's the baby?" Like, I'm here, and like look at me. So I can imagine what you went through, and nobody really
checked in.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really did. I think for me, and it just goes back to having a good support system around you. Because for me, after a while, and that's one thing that I thank God for my sisters. They are very into it. See, let me give you a story. This week, I was doing something at work, and they texted me. And I sent like a crying emoji because in my head I'm like, I'm busy, people should stop worrying me. That's what goes in my head. I'm just there, all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. The first one calls, the second one calls you. I'm like, what are these people calling me for? So I pick up, they're like, are you okay? Is everything alright? And I'm like, oh no, I'm fine. I was supposed to stop worrying me, you know. So they're like really good at trying to detect when your emotions are off or you need to, you know. So one sister of my the one just in front of me, Louisa, she just goes like, look, I can tell everything is not okay with you.
That's about 2 months after the baby.
Yeah, even a bit further down the line, because she had seen me a couple of times. She had come around to see us a couple of times. So she was like, look, when you are free, just pass by. And luckily, the office to her house is about 10-20 minutes. So one time I just passed by and we just get to talking and, you know, trying to understand. Then it sort of gets to me that I've sort of shelved all of these feelings down because I feel like it's too much, so I don't want to even think about it or talk about it. Then I realized that, okay, I might actually have a problem. Then I go back and think to myself, wait, okay, how's work been like all this while? And I realize, okay, I'm slacking. There's something that's off.
You're slacking, you're snapping.
Really, you know, put my mind to it, to the fact that, look, deal with it and then move on. So,
wow.
Really.
Wow. Like your sister, literally.
Yeah, Louisa, she's an angel. She's an angel.
I think for me, then again, having the support system, you know, because it's difficult. First of all, finding a support system, and especially being them. I think it's easier for women.
Yeah,
like I could call my girl and cry, and
it's like we. All you have to do is get a text that says, "I really need to talk," like an SOS. Like I'm about to, I can't think. I'm about to cry. Then you know that everything has to stop. The fire must go off the stove, and then you pick the call. Like I think we're conditioned that way, right?
Yes. we were conditioned, allowed to emote, and show it. So I think for me, grateful that you had a sister, and this is something I even try to do with all the male friends, and I also have brothers, like a lot of brothers and male cousins, and I also realize how difficult it is for them to open up, and sometimes it's not just enough to say just open up, because if the space is not safe, how does the person open up?
If even the relationship hasn't been built
exactly,
for
how do you? Because like you can't just call a stranger and start,
you don't look fine.
Exactly, because these are very sensitive things that you are, sensitive emotions, and you don't know how are they even going. Do they even have the capacity to understand what I'm going through? Are they going to laugh at me? Are they going to just brush it off? So it's a lot of things going on in your head. Even as a woman, sometimes when you're going to another woman, all of these questions, even though it's easier for you.
Yes. Would they judge me? Would you come let's converse topic? What if our relationship changes?
My story is on Facebook, anonymous, all of these things come to mind.
Thought about it that way.
So it's very, and I keep saying this, it's very important that we look out, and this is something I've intentionally been doing. Once I realized that somebody has gone off for a little while, like I study people, so I realized that okay, this person hasn't posted maybe in a week, and it's so unlike them. I quickly reach out, and there are days where I just have this strong urge to just check in, and sometimes it's so odd, it can even happen at 2 a.m. So sometimes the response will be like, why are you checking up on me? I'm like, I just had a gut feeling. At 2 a.m. I woke up and you were on my mind, and I needed to send out this. So it's very important that we look out, because then again, when you look, you see the signs. Like the signs are always there. No matter how much you try to shield it, if you look closely, you will see it. And so maybe we should just, try and be there. I know we are busy and life is happening, and sometimes I'll call. You keep pushing it. I'll call next week. I'll call next week funeral. Are we really?
Next week funeral. Then
next week
wedding. Then next week is wedding end funeral.
But sometimes just a 2-minute call. It's all that it takes, for somebody to just really share what is happening. So Louisa, thank you so much for for being able to notice it, and also being able to have the conversation. But then again, if you hadn't spoken about it, I don't think we would have gotten there, because I've realized that even in my circle, and I always tell people, I think I am a safe space. Like people tell me things that sometimes I wonder, what made you think, what made you say this to me? Like, why? What did you see and all of that, right? But then I've also realized that a lot of men are also very hesitant. Like, it's like you have to go and do alpha hour and say, hey, God,
pray on their head and release their tongue.
It's very heavy. But I totally understand, because the questions are too many. What if they laugh? What if they don't understand? And there are even those who think that just talking about it is pointless.
I mean, yes. You do, sometimes that thought will cross your mind, because in the end, you are going to somebody that you don't know whether can solve whatever you are thinking in your head for you. So why am I talking to you? I might as well just try to figure it out.
Let me chip in on this one. So saying hi to Dr. Day, he is one of the people who I've spoken with about this. And literally, for men want to solve problems, not kumbaya. So it's like a lot of, and he is clinical psychologist, psychiatrist, if not still the only one in Ghana. So it's like he's also trying to be part of the solution, where a lot of psychological help or psychiatric help actually leads men to solving problems and just talking, because it seems to be designed more for women than for men. So the pointless thing is it's actually a lot of numbers to push behind that.
It really is, because I think in the end, like, it just goes back to what you're saying about men being problem solvers, because before you talk to somebody, especially when you go to another guy, you have to think to yourself, wait, is he also going through something that, and am I just adding to his problems, or, and typically you find out that once you go talk to the person would want to help you at the expense of what they are going through. So all of these thoughts will wait. I never knew women also think about that. This
Hey!
You have to.
You have to.
It's very sensitive information, and you do like. I remember when I was in university, and I saw that one of my classmates was struggling. So I reached out, and I always say that I don't know, there's this thing about like I can spot when somebody is struggling. So it was just class, she didn't show up, and I noticed that she had been absent for a number of times. I asked the people around her, they say, oh, she's fine. I'm like, if she's fine, why is she not coming to class? So I just call her. I'm like, I send a message. I'm like, you know what, I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to assume anything, but I know there's something wrong. I'm here. If you feel like you can't talk to anybody, you can talk to me. Then she comes to open up, and it's
going on in the community. So she hasn't said it anywhere.
And I'm like, okay, well, I see a psychologist on campus. I've seen one. She's very good. Let's go and have a conversation. She's like, no. Those people, where you go and tell them your story, they'll come and use it as a lecture note. So she didn't go. She said I swear, I begged her. I did everything possible. She said that option there, she won't do. So
but even on that one, it's like the cost of the stigma around mental health is terrible.
Yeah.
But around men showing emotions, showing enough for you to even. So, example, you've reached out, and now then he closes up. Then now, hi, I'm good. Good.
Yeah, but
how what do we do?
No, so I think
Max, what do we do? Like,
okay, so one thing I've learned over the years is that people have a problem with listening. They choose to hear what they want to hear, and then everything else is.
And see ADB nodding.
Yeah, so it's as horrible as this sounds, women have to find a way to listen. So I'll give you an example. I had an issue at work this week, and I was speaking to a female colleague, and I go like, I'm thinking we should do ABC. For me, it was very basic because the sentence construction is there's a word thinking in there, meaning I'm not sure.
Yeah.
However, the next time I find out that she's going to tell somebody that Maxwell doesn't like my work and he wants to go and do this, I'm like, wait, come back. The conversation was very clear. I am thinking. And I hear this a lot, and sometimes even in arguments, and I know you two you've done it before, maybe to your partners or whatever, where they are saying one thing, but you are hearing something else. Right? So the key thing is like learning how to listen to people. Because men sometimes even though we don't talk about a lot of things, the moment we start talking, we are very articulate about the things that are happening and what we need. Maybe there are some men like that, but I think every man is able to properly articulate, I need this or I want this. So the moment I tell you what I'm feeling, in there somewhere, I'm telling you, okay, this is what I want. This is what I need from you. But after that, everything just goes like, okay, I've listened to you, that is it. Okay, anything else, we go to the next thing. Or maybe I'm trying to tell you like the general, everything will be fine. I mean, after that, what again should I come and come and rehash the whole story to you again? That's a bit too much, so.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And it goes back to the capacity that people have. And in as much as human beings, we all need to know that we are not equipped to be able to deal with some of these issues, right? Because I have had my issues with my mental health, so I think I have personal experience. I've had help from psychologists, from therapists, so sort of I have a bit of knowledge here and there to be able to support somebody else, right? But it will shock you that you walk on the street and like people don't know anything about, they don't know how to support, they don't even know how to listen. Because there are times where you go to somebody with a problem, you just want to be heard.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, but have you tried this? Have you tried that? And then there's those who dismiss it.
And even the solutions that are coming show that you weren't
You're
listening.
not listening to all
in the first place.
So I think generally maybe everybody should also make an attempt. And I keep telling people on my WhatsApp status that, see, like, there are so many articles, there are so many resources on YouTube how to support somebody when they are going through these phases. Because if you don't understand, how do you be there for the person?
And this is where this becomes quite hard for me. We are not talking about some men be out there in mass. We're really talking about people we work with, people we smile with, like people like, hey, how are they? Then, like that. Like it's happening so much. It's everywhere. Like think about the number again: 800,000 people on this planet. 75%. That's what 600. Hey,
that's a lot.
Hey, so I mean, how did it get to this point is important, but how do we get ourselves? And let's bring it down. This week, you're listening to this, and this week, I notice someone listening notices that there's something off. We've talked about listening, which is very important. Maxwell, what do you think we can do to help, especially if we've invested in that relationship? Because I cannot be like some boss be somewhere, like even my manager somewhere, like, hey, you look bad. No. But at least for the ones, let's start from what we have control over. I mean, obviously,
find the right moment to reach out. That's as simple as it is. So going back, and for me, I sort of get a lot of experiences at work too. And for me this year, the first half of the year was really good. Second half of the year, and I didn't know that was evident. I was saying this year I've not done very well for all my men because I've been so stuck in my head.
A bit of context. Joseph Maxwell is known to post a lot of tips on men's mental health and WhatsApp status. So when he says not done very well, that he's talking about that.
Forgot about it. I didn't even know it was International Men's Day this week. That's how bad it was. So I've been in my head a lot, and I didn't know it was that evident to everybody around me, right? So we have
evident at work.
Yes. For me, I thought, okay, I was hiding it well. I was just coping with it properly, going against all the things I've been telling other people to do, and not talking. I just And I think it's strategy week, strategy month, and for all business and stuff like that. So we go out to dinner, and one of my colleagues who sits by me was like after the dinner, he was like, I realized you've been checked out a lot this past few months. I was like, are you sure nobody told you this? And he's like, oh no. He just realized that, like, the way we have conversations, even in meetings and stuff like that, like, do I really want to talk to him? Like, is there something I want to talk to him about? I was surprised. I was like, wait, this is like very different from what I'm used to, right? So I think it's just goes back to the point we are saying, you need to figure out people, because you can't. We can't keep going through life like, okay, I just meet this person at work and I'm done. I'm gone. I just meet this person. I'm done. No, it's not that. We need to build those connections to people around us to the extent that when there's something off a little bit, you will have that gut feeling that she has at 2 a.m. and then reach out to the person. So for me, that's just the point that I would like to make on that.
ADB, do you have a question at this time?
I think for me, maybe not a question, but then an addition, because I think tackling an issue, you can't tackle an issue from the surface. You have to deal with it from the roots. And the root is how we raise boys. Because it's, and this is one of my favorite quotes. Maybe I won't get it. It's by Kevin Amos, and he does amazing stuff on men's health and everything. He's mostly on CTFM. He says it is better to raise a boy than to mend a broken man. Right? It is better to raise a boy than to mend a broken man. How are we raising our boys? Because you can't wait until the man has become 30 and now you're telling him
Now
show
men can
emotions.
Now
When
men
he
can
was
cry.
when he was 7, you were beating him up that, oh yeah, Bema, you need to toughen
Yeah.
up. Bema and so you don't, and I think sometimes this is why I say that I think maybe we are also being unfair to men in a certain way, because it's like you've made this person this way for this period of time, and then all of a sudden you're like, change for us, emote for us.
Why are you not speaking?
Emote for us. It's not like it doesn't happen like boom, then they change. So how are we raising our boys? Are we raising them to emote? Are we telling them that it is okay for them to have emotions, acknowledge them, to be able to process even the processing of the emotions?
Yes.
Because emotion is not a woman thing, it's a human thing. Every human being has emotions,
and it's one powerful, like, I help people achieve their goals, right? One of the things is to have a strong emotion behind your goal. Like, if you don't want to go to Abu Dhabi to watch Formula One, the best way to prevent yourself is like put a very strong emotion behind it. If you want to marry someone, you're like, see that this person, like, and you add like, this is how my life will be, add a lot of emotion behind it. But not just even men, women as well. But now that we're even talking about men's mental health, I see how grave it is. Even as a Ghanaian culture, we are not allowed to emote properly. So then when it's time to show emotions, we just get it wrong. People get burned, we get burned, and like, never again. Hi, I hope you are enjoying this episode. Wait, you haven't subscribed yet, and you are watching, and you are comfortable, I beg you. Please like, comment, share, subscribe this episode and the entire channel to everybody across all the, YouTube, WhatsApp, WhatsApp account. Yeah. Spotify, Apple, I cannot list it all. Please find us, use Gist and Hustle, and please let everyone know about us. Now let's get back into the episode. I think for me, the one thing that really gets me is, this is how men deal with pressure. This is how men, we all recognize that the emotions are there. So when we say BMX, we probably now say it not with don't do it. But we say with the acknowledgement that it's there, but men can't express it.
Properly,
Is it true that all men are drinking their sorrows away? And what about those who are not drinking? Like, what are the
They
real?
are doing something else. There's always a
what are the real myths about how men deal with pressure? What for you? Since you're not all men, you're not every woman. No, you're not all men. But what is true when it comes to the myths, and what's true when actually this is actually helps?
So I think with myths, like you're saying, the exact example that you gave, and my response to it was everybody has a vice that they tend to. I think that in itself is a myth. I don't believe that people typically tend to vices to get away from showing their emotion. You may find a few people who do that, but
hold that thought. Do you know what just occurred to me? That we've literally demonized emotions, such that if you're expressing it, it has to be a vice.
It has to be a vice.
Ouch! I felt that. Please continue.
So we and the best I can tell you is the fact that every man, when they are going through something, and we sort of like, you probably hear it or you've seen it on social media, they just go quiet. That's just our way of dealing with it, and it's easy because there is peace in your head. So for me, and maybe I'll just flip between the myths and what we do to correct it. And for me, one of the things I love the most is, and in case my wife watches this, I'm very sorry, I enjoy it when I don't go to work with her. Because there are some days I love driving her around, I love taking her to work and everything, but there's some days where I just go like, I need this peace and quiet. And the peace and quiet is not even just sitting in the car, you have the radio on. It's like total dead silence in the car from home to the office. Just gives me that space to sort of think through things. And for me, I always say one of the things I love doing the most is ironing. Not because I know how to do it very well. It's just because in that like 1 hour, 2 hours, it's boring, right?
Yes.
Yes. in that 1 hour or 2 hours,
goodness.
my mind is like literally blank because I'm just standing there and like,
Yeah.
it helps me process a whole lot of things. Like, that is the time where my brain can just, do everything I need to do. So we understand that, and I this one I speak for it because I have a couple of friends that we sometimes talk about these things. Men typically, we have our vices. We do it because we want to do it. It's not because we want to get away from anything.
Okay.
Just because we want to do it. But truthfully, when it comes to dealing with stress, dealing with pressure, it's mostly about who can I talk to? Who can I go out for a drink with? Who can I just go and sit in his house and play a game with? Who can I watch football with? Who can I watch a sport that we love with? And for me, one thing that I've come to a friend of mine, and every time he got, at first I didn't catch it, but I realized that every time he wants to talk to me, he goes like, "Let's go and play tennis." So I started playing tennis.
Just what ADB said. If you look,
you will see it, yeah. So I started playing tennis, and I stopped for a bit because I got injured, and I stopped for about 6 months or more. Then I realized that he had stopped talking to me totally. So I was like, okay. So one day I was like, okay, do you want to play tennis today? He was like, yes. I could see the sadness on his face, like, yes, let's go play tennis. And we started that whole thing again. So we do have healthier ways of dealing with these things. Admittedly, we don't help ourselves sometimes because me, if you come and tell me there's something wrong with you, my first inclination is to laugh before I before I get to anything with you.
There was a joke on campus. I don't say campus. I grew up on a university campus, and unfortunately, Unity Hall still is the tallest.
It is.
And is famous for the suicide attempts on the campus. And there was this thing, even when I was young and even when I became a student, same campus, is that when a girl calls a fellow girl, "Oh, my boy has left me. Oh, can I come over? Should I bring tissue? Do you want?"
Yes.
Yes. And then when you call a guy, say, "Hey, we're down." And laugh.
Yeah.
And what made it even sadder was that when you expand that joke, it's like, "Oh, I want to jump," And like they say, they'll call like the whole, like if it means call 4 girls to make sure that girl is fine, it will happen unless you haven't built the relationships. But guys will go like, "Hey, I bet you jump, like put money." So it's actually like almost every time, and I've heard, I can clearly remember 2, but I think there have been 3 before I left the campus that were like successful, completed suicide attempts. And almost every time that joke would come up, that boys were betting to see, will you jump, go jump, no go jump, like I bet,
I know somebody whose nickname is Suicide.
Wow.
And that's the story behind it. Like, he tried to,
and
it didn't work, and they named him Suicide. It's ridiculous, but that is just, and we do it from a place of love and care. I mean, as much as we don't show it, I mean, that's how we're able to process some of these things, right?
Okay.
How do you lighten the moment in such a way that the person feels very comfortable talking?
To continue,
Or, and
so it's not always jest. It's more like, let's make it easy for you.
Yeah, let's just find a way to make this quite easy. Other than that, we'll all be sitting there very somber, looking into our faces. I'm not ready to look into your face and be as bad as this sound in the context of this conversation. I don't look into your face and be all emotional with you. That, "Oh, are you okay? Oh, no. It has to be something that we can all relate to. We can, then the conversation will flow."
Wow, learn something new every day. This would probably be one of our last questions. This is a big topic. We highlighted suicide because it's like the end game for many when it comes to men's mental health.
We've gotten too good at it, especially men.
Men want to see things to an end.
Yeah.
Women we like the process.
Yeah.
Yes, we want the jollof to be good, but we want to enjoy cutting, want to but men want end of the day. They didn't work. And that is why, and once again, shout outs to Dr. Day Asamoah, who helped me with this information. Men will see things, and so that's why the success rate is higher.
It's very high, yeah.
I made up my mind to kill myself, therefore I will die.
It has to happen.
But women maybe get along, like, hey, maybe,
reconsider.
Yeah. So we cannot divulge, but we cannot do everything. But I'm hoping listeners today have realized something that they can do. Listen.
Yeah, listen.
Look like
Proper look.
proper looking.
Your eyes
Like
see.
really look, because you will never skip the signs if you look close enough.
And don't close off. I mean, even if the just makes it easier, still try and create environment for people to speak.
But I think maybe just one thing to touch on the truthfully the thoughts will come into your head, and sometimes I think what would happen is, how do you dwell on such things? First, I'm talking about this, right? I think a couple of months ago, something like that. I was really having a bad week or something funny. I'm going home one night, and I asked myself, what if I drive into the back of this car? What's gonna happen? Right, and it just came as a thought to my head. I was like,
familiar.
Then immediately I was like, and that's the other side. You have to find reasons to keep going.
Yeah.
Right. So as soon as that thought came to my head, I go like, but then Shabe will not see you again. But she has a fanfare in like about a month now. Don't you want to go for the fanfare?
Like he just solved the problem, not like I want to be there for. No, it's like there's a fanfare.
The practical thing that you can link it to, and for me that was it. And after that, until we even started having a conversation, like it's never even crossed my mind again. You get it? So those thoughts will come. I mean, we are human. We tend to have too many things in our heads at the point in time. So you just have to have that you're holding on to. It could be something very trivial, but once it's something that keeps you going, and again, this is not to say that once that thing is not there anymore, that means going. I mean, there are so many things in this world that you can find the next thing. Find the next thing. It will just help you, push yourself and all that shit going.
What's that one thing that will help other men, other women, make it safer for men to get help, speak up? And what's one thing that men should do? Example, you realize that you could have that target of a fanfare.
Yeah.
What if the target doesn't target? Like, what? How can men make it easier for themselves to seek help?
Well,
and how can others make it easier for men to seek help or to get help or to
for men making it easier for ourselves, we just have to accept that life is not that serious. Yes, I say that in the nicest way possible, because look, you can go through this life and the next moment you don't have what you claim makes you who you are. So and there was this thing that we speak about. We go like, anything that should happen to a man, give him at least 2 months. That's it. He'll be back on his feet, moving again, because we are conditioned to always try to make things work. So life is not that serious. You can't keep. Yes, in that moment things will look like everything is not good, things are going bad, but just zoom out, the bigger picture. Once you're able to do that, take yourself out from that thoughts in your head at that particular time, and then you zoom out, it gives you a whole lot of perspective. It gives you a whole lot of clarity on the kind of things that are important and things that are not important. So I think for us, for men in particular, I think one of the things I would ask or say to everybody that, look, find yourself zooming out a lot. Don't get fixated on things. And maybe I think we've had this conversation before, where I told you that sometimes when I get in my head, I just pick up my book and I start writing. It just gives me that clarity, because I go like, okay, I need to do ABC. I think things are going on. I just start writing. But the moment I finish writing, then I found out, wait, this is not. So story again. I was like, I said that the first half of the year was good, second half of the year was not good, right? So we're about to do performance. I'm like, crap, this is not going to go well. Now I'm like getting jittery at work. Then one day I was just going to myself like, I picked my book and I start writing down all the things I've done throughout the whole year. So I picked it up and I go back to my performance management dashboard.
Read it for everyone, not just for guys. It works like magic. Please continue.
I was like, wait, I've done almost everything I said I was going to do. I mean, the
Mhm.
result is not there, but
you've done the work.
effort was there.
Yeah.
You know, so we just have to find a way to do that, like just sort of zoom out and then try to put things in perspective. And for others, I think that's where it becomes tricky, because if we know, we spoke about this earlier where we said everybody sort of has their own thing that they are going through, but what it's all about being, I'll say, empathetic to people around you, because in the end, you need me as much as I need you. We may not admit it in that moment, but we all need each other. We are creatures of relationships and connections. So we all need each other. Just be empathetic. See, even if it's not 10 people, because you may feel overwhelmed doing it for 10 people, but find that one person and you're like, look, I'm going to be there for you. Even if the person's not going to be there for you, it's fine. Just be that person that somebody can go like, if I feel like anything is wrong, I can go to this person. It
helps.
Very, very important.
Wow. ADB, I would speak very briefly. Any burning thing, and then I'll go down to.
I think for me, since we brought in the bit about work and mental health, and well, my company does amazing when it comes to some of these things. So let's just put it out there that some companies are actually trying, having sessions with men, making sure that they are checking in, because then again, we know it's difficult, but then we can't also say that because it's difficult, we won't do anything about it. So we do have sessions where it's just men. We bring in psychologists, to address them.
And they come.
Oh yes, they come. Yes, they come.
They come.
You see, that's the thing. Sometimes if you've not tried, or you try once and it didn't work, it doesn't mean you should stop.
It.
Because you need to apply pressure a little bit, and they realize that okay, this is something that's actually good and we can benefit. I mean, with men, you always have to give them cost benefit. Cost benefit. So once they see that this is something that is beneficial to them, then they sign up. So what one thing do you think we can do at the workplace to shift the mindset around men's mental health, make it easy? Because we spend like 8 hours of our day at work
or longer.
Yes, and work also has a huge impact on our mental health.
In fact, there is a stat to it. I think I don't know if I'll be able to grab it, but it's almost like around the region of 80% of men suffering depression attributed to work.
So you see, so I mean, give us some tips on some of the things that we can do to, especially at the workplace, to shift the mindset about men's mental health and how best we can support our male colleagues.
So I think one thing that comes to mind is the fact that we need to find a way to make this I'm trying to figure out the word that I'll use. The word is not intentional, but
normal.
Okay. Yes, normal. It should be very normal, right? The moment, I think for men, what typically happens, the moment we see that it's like so evident they are trying to do something, everybody sort of pulls back, like, wait, is there like an ulterior motive or something of that sort? And I have too many stories. So this International Men's Day thing, right? Same thing. So they post this the flyers on our WhatsApp page, right? And it goes like about midday, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Nobody says anything, right? And the head of HR just comes to comment that, guys, it's Men's Day. If it was for women, by now everybody's starting. Everybody, let's go appreciate a man or something like that. And it was so innocuous that, but for me, it stuck with me. I was like, okay, there's somebody actually, and it's not
for you guys.
Yeah, and it's not like they've come to do any show and then they've done some program, and no, it's just for the mere fact that it triggered her to come and say something about it. So we just need to make it part of our everyday lives, and it's easier for such conversations to happen once it's on that level.
Wow. Look out for our guys. Just look out. if there's one thing that you can carry today is create the safe spaces for men, give them soft landings, invest in the relationships. Don't wait till like something wrong with you. No. Allow people to be. The man doesn't want to talk, don't force him. Doesn't want to drive you to work, don't get offended. I was waiting for that moment. And check on a man this week. I mean, it's very important. And as Joe Mark said, Joseph Maxwell, Joe Mark said. Invest in some guys around you and go like, these are the people I would intentionally follow up on, intentionally check in with. It's been an amazing session. We want to give special shout outs to our studio, Pebbles Technologies, to our main man Donald, who puts all this together, at Kofi doing the amazing editing, everyone on the team. This is Suits Just and Hustle. We can't wait to get back. There are more conversations going to happen. And please, we have a letter. We want to know what you want us to talk about. When people said men's mental health, we picked up the phone and said, Joe Max, come, and you can like, please, let's know what you want us. We have a lot we want to say, but we also want to talk about what you want to say. Please, the email address should be
share with us as kasahuji@gmail.com. We promise you privacy. I mean, you're just as safe with us. That's all we can.
Can I say what I want you to talk about next?
Oh yes. Yes.
Oh, you want us to talk about? I mean, if you can get us somebody in addition to yourself, you can always do an F1. Say, I'm a huge, F1 fan. I'm not sure Ofosua would want to be in this conversation because she'll be lost.
No, I'll be the one asking the questions at this rate.
So thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Hi everyone, we are so delighted that you follow us, you watch all our previous episodes, and we cannot wait to have you watch some more. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell people about us. It Suits Just and Hustle. It's amazing to have you. Oh, and don't forget, we want to hear from you. We want to know the topics you want to talk about. So please, the email is kasahugh@gmail.com. Tell us everything here. We'll keep it all private. Trust us on that. Come sue us if we don't. I may take that back. But yeah, we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to you listening. Continue to listen and watch us on all our channels.